like a shepherd, lead us, much we need thy tender care. In thy pleasant pastures feed us, for our use thy folds prepare. Blessed Jesus, thou hast brought us thy reward. Blessed Jesus, thou hast brought us thy reward.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Portrush Baptist Church, a word for the weekend. Now, no prizes to guess where I am this morning. I'm standing outside Barry's amusement park, and Barry's has been synonymous with Portrush since 1926, and it is a place that has been filled with the laughter and excitement of boys and girls down through all of those years. But unfortunately, last year Barry's closed its doors and hasn't reopened again, and all the amusements lie silent, and there's no laughter, there's no excitement anymore. But I remember as a wee boy coming down to Portrush, and the excitement of coming to Portrush was getting to Barry's, because I knew I would have such a wonderful time in Barry's, and Barry's got all of my pocket money, and we used to have a wonderful time. And I can still, in my mind, remember the distinctive smell as you went into Barry's of the mixture of popcorn and candy floss and that smell of electric. And it was just so exciting, and it was wonderful. Reminds me so much of my childhood. But you know, I grew up, and Barry's lost its appeal. Although the memories are still there, I'm no longer interested in the amusements. I've grown up and I've passed that stage in my life. And it reminds me of a verse in the Bible. Paul says this in 1 Corinthians 13 verse 11. When I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. You know, whether we like it or whether we don't like it, we all have to grow up. We all have to grow up, and we all have to put away the childish things that we had so much enjoyment in as children, even though I think sometimes most of us would like another wee go in the bumping cars. But we grow up. Could I say to my brothers and sisters in the Lord this morning, as Christians, we're to grow up. The Bible tells us in Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 15, but speaking the truth in love, may grow up unto him in all things, which is the head, even Christ. As Christians, we are to grow up, because Christianity is not an amusement park. We are not here to please ourselves, but we are here as the people of God to please God. And we are to grow up into the man and woman of God that God would have us be. You see, that is what our nation needs today. That is what our province needs, and that is what Portrush needs. It needs God's people to grow up and to be the men and women of God that God would have us be. And so I would say to you this morning, just with this wee word for the weekend, let's grow up. Let's be the people of God that we need to be in these days, so that when men and women look at us, they would see all the fullness of Christ, who is the head of the church. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and the Lord bless you, and tune in again for next week's Word for the Weekend. Thank you so much.
We are thine, do thou befriend us, be the guardian of our way. Keep thy flock from sin, defend us, seek us when we go astray. Blessed Jesus, hear, oh, hear us when we pray. Blessed Jesus, hear, oh, hear us when we pray. us seek thy favor. Early let us do thy will. Blessed Lord and only Savior, with thy love our bosoms fill.
Blessed Jesus, thou hast loved us still. Blessed Jesus, thou hast loved us